Fox 10
disappeared. Family members told us that he was showing early signs of dementia.
An emotional reunion for a family in Florida. Cameras were rolling when a father was reunited with his 3 sons who were allegedly abducted by their mother. Take a look. Investigators say the boy's mother and her boyfriend took the boys on Valentine's Day and then took off. The 5 eventually ended up in California, where authorities caught up with them. The boy's father says it was hard to explain to how he feels now that his boys are back home.
I really can't say how I felt. It was just incredible just seeing them. It was really awesome.
The boy's mother and her boyfriend are now facing charges.
A University of South Alabama professor is playing a big role in making sure that West Virginia residents' drinking water is safe again. You may remember a chemical spill earlier this year contaminated the drinking water supply. USA Professor Andrew Welton was asked by the governor to make sure the water is safe. Now, he says that the results should be known in just a few weeks.
I'm happy to report that we have completed all of the drinking water collection at the 10 homes as part of the WVTAP project. We completed this 3 days ago. Information we collected while each home is currently being analyzed. All water samples have been shipped to specialized laboratories for analysis in the state of California, the state of Pennsylvania, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and the state of West Virginia.
Officials have said that the water is okay to drink, but West Virginia's governor ordered the additional study after questions persisted. Now, little is known about the chemical's health effects.
A 65-mile stretch of the Mississippi River remains closed this morning while crews clean up an oil spill. Officials say the spill happened on Saturday after a barge and a towboat collided near Vacherie. That's just 47 miles west of New Orleans. Officials say the barge was one of 2 loaded with light crude oil. No injuries were reported. Officials don't know yet how much oil spilled, but they say a sheen can be seen on the river.
I'm meteorologist Michael White here in the Fox 10 Storm Tracker Center. Things outside feeling pretty good. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 50s through this morning with a little bit of sunshine, but the clouds aren't going anywhere, and we'll really start to see those clouds thicken up later tonight. I'll explain why in your forecast. That's coming your way in 2 minutes. Welcome back. Your time is approaching 8:29. Here's a live look at the Fox 10 Storm Tracker radar, and this is exactly how it's going to look throughout your entire Monday. Rain-free. And the added bonus of the radar coming in dry is that the humidity has fallen over the past few hours. Dry, stable air taking over, and things feel really good in the port city. Temperature 53, Brooklyn at 58, same for Evergreen, Pascagoula 59, but a tongue of warmer air still exists around the Panhandle. Pensacola, Crestview, you're at 62, and Fort Walton Beach right now, you're sitting at 64. The winds, though, are out of the north at 10 to 15 miles an hour in many spots, and that's pumping in the dry, stable air, and that combined with a high of 70 is going to feel really nice. Now, what we are experiencing today is a mostly cloudy sky with some intermittent sunshine, and we're seeing a lot more sunshine farther inland. And I think if you live north of US 84, you are going to end up mostly sunny in many spots today. However, if you live closer to the coast, the clouds are going to remain rather thick, and we do have some clouds over Texas, some very thick clouds that are going to be working their way in this direction late this afternoon and tonight ahead of our next approaching storm system that will hit us late Tuesday and into early Wednesday. But for now, we're going to focus on the next 24 hours, which will look pretty good by 1 o'clock this afternoon, especially farther inland. But then by the time we hit this afternoon and tonight, clouds come right back, but no rain projected between now and 6 a.m. tomorrow. So your high today, 70, sky mostly cloudy with a breezy north wind at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Tonight, cloudy and cool with the lows between 49 and 53 and a light north wind. And up on the 7-day planner, here's what's going to happen. Tomorrow, we're going to be dry. So if you have Mardi Gras plans Tuesday night, I don't think we have a problem. But late Tuesday night into early Wednesday, that's when rain and storm chances return ahead of another approaching cold front. And that one's going to make the air very chilly on the Gulf Coast. Lows Wednesday night fall below freezing at 31. The high Thursday, 57. And then we're back to the mid to upper 60s as we hit Friday and this upcoming weekend. More on that forecast coming up in our next half hour. Sarah?
All right, Michael, thanks. It's now 8:30. Some local veterans charged with certain crimes in Baldwin County are getting the chance to get their lives back on track. We'll tell you about the new court program coming up. And authorities in Pritchard spring into action to find a work release inmate. Officials say he escaped in a van he was supposed to be using to pick up another inmate. Those details plus more of your local headlines when your only local news at 8 a.m. returns. It's 8:31 right now on this Monday, and we'll be right back here on Fox 10 News.
Fox 10 News with Sarah Wall, Eric Reynolds, and meteorologist Michael White. Fox 10 News in high definition television.
And thanks for joining us here on Fox 10 News on this Monday morning. It's now 8:34. I'm Sarah Wall. A work release inmate is facing more charges after authorities say he escaped in a Department of Corrections van. The inmate was supposed to take the van and pick up another inmate around 8 p.m. on Friday night. When the inmate did not return, Department of Corrections officers went to Pritchard Police for help. The van was spotted outside an abandoned house on Osage Street. Police found the suspect in a house next door, they say. Pritchard Police Chief Jerry Spezia says the inmate was serving time for robbery. He had been at the work release center for 4 years. The suspect accused of carjacking an elderly man has turned himself in. Officials tell us Mark Vase Fox showed up last night at Metro Jail and told them that he was a wanted man and that he had seen himself right here on Fox 10 News. Pritchard police say Fox is one of two suspects who forced an elderly man out of his vehicle at gunpoint last week. Officers spotted the stolen car at a gas station on Martin Luther King Avenue. That's when they say the two suspects inside took off. The chase ended when the vehicle crashed and burst into flames. Police arrested this man. He's 20-year-old Dontavius Woods at the scene. He is charged with first-degree robbery, receiving stolen property, and attempting to elude police. Fox is now charged with receiving stolen property, criminal mischief, and attempting to elude. Both remain behind bars this morning.
Residents in Pritchard have a new tool to fight crime. It's a service called TipSoft, which allows people to submit tips anonymously. Folks can actually download the Tip Submit app on their Android or Apple phones for free. Now, from there, they can submit secure and anonymous tips to Pritchard Police. Officials are encouraging residents to submit any information regarding suspicious, nuisance, or criminal activity. Now, you can also submit tips anonymously via text messaging. Just text the tip and then your message to 274-673. Now, if you don't have a cell phone, there's also a tip form on the city's website, thecityofpritchard.org. This is part of the city's effort to prevent, reduce, and solve crime. Also this morning, streaming movies and TV shows on Netflix should be getting faster. The online video service has reached a deal with Comcast to ensure that its programs are streamed smoothly to households. The agreement allows Netflix to connect directly to the internet service provider's broadband network. Netflix and online providers, though, have been at odds over the huge amount of bandwidth used by streaming video. At peak times, in fact, it happens when Netflix traffic can eat up to 1/3 of all U.S. broadband network traffic.
If you own an Apple product, you'll want to listen to this. The company says a flaw in its software makes its devices vulnerable to hackers. It says the flaw could allow hackers to intercept email and other communications that are meant to be encrypted. The hackers could gain access to a user's network by sharing the same unsecured wireless service or Wi-Fi. Apple has released software patches and an update for its current version of iOS for iPhones, iPads, and iTouches. The fix is not yet available for the OS X software, the operating system for Apple computers. Without the fix, a hacker could impersonate a protected site and sit in the middle as email or financial data goes between the user and the real site. For more information on these stories and much more, you can go to our website, fox10tv.com. You can also sign up for email alerts that'll let you know about breaking news or weather events. And once again, it's easy to do. Just go to fox10tv.com.
Degree swing between the metro spots right now. Mobile, you're at 53, Pensacola 62, but look at the wind chill in the port city. It's feeling like 49 when you factor in that north wind at 13 miles per hour. Now, we are going to see a high of about 70 and some rain chances further down the forecast line. We'll talk all about it after the break.
Do they have another cutting board?
What I do is make sure everything looks pretty. So if you use a little less of this or a little more.
Welcome back. Your time is 8:41, and this is a look at your weather headlines for this Monday. A very quiet start out on the Gulf Coast with the sky partly to mostly cloudy, humidity falling on the back edge of a cold front. Our temperatures this week are going to be a little bit wacky. They're going to go up and down. Today we're expecting a high of 70, but by midweek we're going to see the temperatures take a big nosedive, only to jump back up as we hit Friday and next weekend. We'll focus more on that in a minute. Right now, here are the current temperatures, which in Mobile is sitting at 53 degrees. Not bad. Pensacola, you're sitting at 62. There is a little tongue of warmer air around the panhandle. Evergreen, you're at 58 degrees. But what's important is the humidity has dropped for most spots. We had dew points in the 60s this morning. They have now fallen between 49 and 58. So the air is a lot more stable. And with dry, stable air in place, we're not going to be seeing any rain today. And we are certainly going to be feeling good with a projected high of 70. The only thing I wish we could see is a clear blue sky. Sadly, the clouds will be with us all day, but we will have peaks of sunshine, and temperatures at 5 o'clock will be in the mid-60s. And what's even better is that if you have Mardi Gras plans tonight, you don't have to worry about any rainfall chances. So the sky right now partly to mostly cloudy, and we're going to see this sky condition pretty similar all day and all night. Our focus and attention for the rest of the week, at least for the next couple of days, is going to be on what's happening in the Midwest. We got the first cold front dipping to the south today, where you see those snow showers at the top of your screen. That is in a very, very cold pocket of air that's going to be sinking to the south over the next couple of days, and we're going to feel the impact of that by Wednesday night. But between now and then, we'll be watching for another surface cold front to hit us late tomorrow night and early Wednesday. That will spark off a chance of rain and storms and bring some chilly air back to the Gulf Coast. High today 70, sky mostly cloudy with a north wind at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Overnight tonight, we drop to 51. Most of tomorrow is dry. The rain chance arrives later into the night on Tuesday and into Wednesday morning, and that's when things turn chilly. Wednesday night will fall below freezing to a low of 31, and then Thursday looks good. Sunshine and a high of 57, and then the warm-up returns for Friday and the weekend. We'll show you that warm-up coming up in your next weather segment at about 8:56. Guys?
All right, Michael, thank you very much. Our time now 8:43 on this Monday morning. And time now to check in with Joanne Cheris to find out what's on tap today for Studio 10. Good Monday morning.
Good morning.
What's going on, Eric? Yeah, we are with the winners of the Golden Spoon competition from Davidson High School. We've got Cheyenne and Ladera. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
We also have Chris with us, but he's back prepping, working hard, getting things ready to go. So what are we going to make today?
Today we're making a lemon marinade with salmon, and it's going to be on top of a
a warm lentil and spinach salad.
Wow.
Very good.
And for the appetizer, we're making a cantaloupe gazpacho with Andalusian bean and satsuma salad.
Awesome, and we'll tell you all about the Golden Spoon competition and how Davidson came out on top this weekend. Very cool, great work to y'all.
Congratulations, we got a lot of good food in the kitchen. Also, if you're looking to adopt a pet, we want to introduce you to Hercules this morning on the show. Sweet little guy from the Haven Animal Rescue, and he needs a new home. Will you take him home today?
Probably very strong with a name like Hercules.
Has to be.
Strong dog. All right. Well, I'm sure he'll find a good home, Cherish, immediately. All right, looking forward to seeing you guys shortly in about 15 minutes. Joe and Cherish kicking off Studio 10 at 9 o'clock this morning. Don't miss it. Definitely that Davidson, those ladies from Davidson High School, outstanding.
I mean, that is some fancy food. Yeah, good stuff. Can't wait to see how that all goes. Well, if you need to leave the house by 9 this morning, stay tuned.
That's right, Aaron. We'll return this morning in about 2 minutes with your last look at traffic conditions on a Monday morning. And also in the news this morning, there's more now questions than answers in a deadly shooting in Mobile.
A man was killed after he allegedly tried to break into an apartment, but neighbors say he was no stranger. It is 8:45 on this Monday, and we will be right back right here on Fox 10 News in just 2 minutes.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2 3. Still waiting to get out of court. I don't know what the deal is. I've been waving her. She knows we were out here. 8:45 live shot. May have to do it by myself again. All right. Okay.
Is our time right now on this Monday morning. Thanks for joining us here on Fox 10 News. I'm Sarah Wall.
And I'm Eric Reynolds. Good Monday morning, everyone.
Time to see how things are shaping up on the roadways at this hour this morning.
Let's check in again with Aaron.